Yay, I'm live. Okay, y'all. Got 9 rows of nickels left. Get this knocked out as fast as possible. Okay, get the camera turned on. There we go. Now we got that turned on. We got 9 rows of nickels left. So far we found 1 silver. Found a 58 last night. I got some that are busted open, and I'm kind of leery about these because they could have lost a nickel or two. So you count these out. Six. $12. Let's see, I'm trying to get it to 16, 20. This row is busted open. I gotta count them out because I don't want to be short. Four, it's 24, 28. I've already had 1 row that's been overstuffed, none been understuffed. Looks like I may be short 2 nickels. Oh, that row. Count them another way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. No, I ain't gonna worry about it. If I'm short, I'm short. It's okay. Be the first one I've been short on nickels, and run a little bit late on this. Tropical Coins doing a mystery pool, and I won the game sticker on that one. We got 6 extra coins, and one is gonna be an upgrade from a Lincoln Cents for the Wheaties, the 47S. Okay. Always check your rows. So, get the glove on. My son's doing supper. We're doing Stouffer's meatloaf with roasted potatoes with onion and garlic on the side. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Leave a comment. Hit the like button if you don't mind, please. If you don't, it's okay. Do whatever you want to do. So, I'm trying to get the camera stuff on oriented just right. I'm going to raise this up so you can see more of the coin through the scope. Yeah, he did. I'm Catholic, I know. Went to Catholic schools my whole life. And so did my kids. Positivity is what I like on my channel, and you just did it. K4J1N4. And my son's he had Sunday laundry today. Found a 2017 where the die chip between E and R is it goes all the way through. A full-blown die chip there. These some rough-looking coins. there's anything missing. I'm not gonna see any die clash, anything like that. These things are really, really bad. That's my buddy Steve. He sells at Royal Quarters. We worked at McDonald's together back in the day, and somebody paid with the Royal Quarters. He opened it up, and they were all silver quarters. Somebody's dad was not happy about that. I did get 24 Denver last night, so my streak continues. So at least every time I do a hunt, I get at least one 24 Denver. I was going to be selling coins last night. Feet were killing me. They're hurting tonight, so we're going to see about tomorrow night. This is just chewed up. I'm not even worried about trying to find anything on that one. So I need to go back and post my video links for my whatnot sales. If you have not done it, we got a little die chip right there. Is that a contact point? That looks like a beehive. Now we gotta go zoom in. Let me see. That's a contact mark. I like it better like this. I can see stuff better. So we're doing the last 9 rows of a 20-row batch of nickels I got last week. Hopefully Friday I'll be able to get an actual box of pennies, not customer wrapped. And then the wrap up, oh yeah, but 3 Wheaties. Oh, the last batch of customer wrap rows, that's the lowest I've had this year. There's nothing on there. I can't see a date on here. That's so bad. Oh, there we go. 2017 Denver. And we got coming up after this coin, we have a 2004 Keelboat. Still looking for die chips in there. Got 4 likes so far. Cool. I'm still for die chips up in here, but it's going to be on the Philadelphia Mint one. And no doubling in the date. We finally got one of each coin. The Westward Journey series. And we got machine doubling happen right there on the date on the 2017. On the obverse only. You just see it on one side, it's on both sides. I caught machine doubling. '83 Denver. I am trying to. I don't know if it's going to replace one of my book or not, but I'm going to hold on to that one. You cannot get mint sets for each 83 because they did not make them. So now I think I'm going to start keeping all the 82s and 83s, both Denver and Phillies, and keep the best ones once I get a tube. So I get the next batch. Because those are becoming. You lucky to get a nice one. You talking some? You get a great. It could be worth some money. It's a hair on there. These are just dirty, dirty coins. Also, should actually need to get some more rubbing alcohol. So, yeah, we're gonna get these done tonight so I can sell coins tomorrow night. Package up. Got a little beehive about FS, and we got a small one right here starting out. So we're going to hold that one. That's all the fine. Oops, sorry. That's all my finds right there so far for this hunt. I like these taller tubes I got. They're great for hunts. They can actually hold more coins than the regular tubes do. I don't mind that for the ones I'm keeping. There's an 85 Philly. It's all messed up on the back. Another one, nope. This has got junk on it all across the back. This probably was in somebody's car for a while. That's why it got dirty like that. It spilled drinks. I've seen some have dry Coke on them or Dr. Pepper, whatever. So if it's got soaking rubbing alcohol to get it all off. If you ever come across any markers on coins, 90% rubbing alcohol, drop the coin in, wait a couple of seconds, and it's gone. A lot of people come on Copper Coins channel right now while he's doing that mystery pool. Friday, I'll be picking up some dimes. Unless my son tells me otherwise. Okay, that's one roll down. Then a box and nickels order for next week. We got a little die chip right there. I can actually hunt nickels faster than I can hunt pennies on a weekend. 71 Denver. The only thing I'm looking on the back of these now, I look on the older nickels or die cracks. But you can find die cracks even on these coins. That's just nasty. That's a feeder finger scrape going right across that coin right there. That's what those lines are. So avoid quick that stuff in the microwave. Oh well. We are doing Stouffer's meatloaf, the garlic, red potatoes. And we got a 2005 West Virginia nickel coming up, and Pacific. So right now we got more of the 2005 Pacific than any. But let's see how many we got right now. 6, 3 buffs, 2 kill boats, and 1 piece or handshake. Still looking for the die clash below the steps. I know there are a lot more in the 22 Philly than any other coin, but I know they have occurred on other coins. I like to talk to the mint employees in Philadelphia, Denver. I wonder how often they check for die clashing. Do they check every many coins? Do they listen for the sound? I'm curious how they find the die clashes. Or when they know the check for them. Because once those machines get going, they can produce a lot of coins in a short amount of time. Oh, I'm going to drink in my bedroom. Oh well. There's a 64. 9 RPM. Welcome in, y'all. Type in your name and I will acknowledge you. I'm just hunting nickels. I got 9 rows left. I went and picked up 20 rows last week. Basically, I'm starting to keep all the 1982 and 83 nickels. I'll make the best sets I can out of those. Because they're starting to get pretty rough. There's a nice die chip between the E and the R. There's a die chip in the hair, right here, right by the ear, right there. It's just a hit strike on there. '73's got some scrapes on it. Just looking for die cracks on that base. Let's see what we're going to reverse. Nothing there. Just more now. 14 Philly. I got a cup. Actually, I need to finish. I need to start doing my photos. Let's start that next week. Ooh, here's a nice looking. Oh, no, it's messed up. Got some luster left to it, but it's all messed up. It's pocket polished. The one. And that's what these are. These are nickels. Looking for mint airs, silver. There's a. You shouldn't have any die chips in this letter, and this is the die chip between the E and the R, and it's actually 2 of them. We got the beginning of a beehive right there and there. I don't like doing this, but I've got to see what's going on with this coin on this end. So we got all kinds of dark. Little bitty tiny hairs. So this is a cool looking beehive. go and bring this out. So starting out here, you got a little arc there, you got an arc there, you got something there. Trying to get the dirt off so I can see what's going on with this coin. I don't like doing this, but sometimes I'm looking for mint errors. Got a little beehive right here on the edge. I'm not putting pressure, I'm just trying to scrape these little tiny hairs off. Massive hit there. Yeah, we have to do something about this coin. I normally don't like doing this kind of stuff to coins, but you risk damaging the original skin of the coin. There's a die crack here. There's nothing there. So we got raised metal right up in here. I can fill it with this bamboo skewer. So we got something going down here in the corner. I want to soak this in something, see if I can clean all this junk off. Somebody had a messy car or something. That's all kinds of little tiny hairs all over the place. There's an 82, but this is so bad, I'm not even going to try to keep that one. I want nice, good, clean coins to keep. We got another 24 Denver, low mintage. Second one of this hunt. Some places they can't even find the 24 Denvers. There's some 24 Phillies that are early stage beehives I bought off of eBay. Somebody's got the 24 DDO listing. Oh, what we got here? Killboat. That's the third killboat. So the wrap-ups will not be live. They will be done as a video. So that way I can put everything out, stack everything up. Denver. Always searching coins on this channel. They finally released last year's season of SWAT onto Netflix. I was watching that last night while laying in bed. I remember the original SWAT series. It was good. I also like Fire Country, so I think this year I want to get back onto whoever it is for CBS is. Anything of the company? Yeah. Real blank. $64. There's a 2005 Denver. Buffalo. So look for any die cracks. It's gonna be raised up on the Buffalo. I don't see it. Well, no, those coins came out. I probably didn't realize I probably had one. Oh, we got a little spiky beehive. Die chip between the E and the R. 21 Philly. That could be a die chip. Looks more like a contact point there. That 96 is tore up. And it's talking about changing the composition of the nickel because of the copper that's being used. If that happens, you're going to start seeing nickel hoarding. There's more copper and nickel than there is in the Lincoln cent before they switched to the composition they got now. Die chip between the E and the R again. And you have a tall tube here if this keeps up. And get these done. Probably do the video wrap up tomorrow. Right? Look, still in for the 2009s, by the way. And I forgot about looking for them. I haven't found any yet. That one last time I got some nickels. Early beehive stage right there, but I got so many of those, so I'm going to keep this one. And no, I may not have a 2006, so I better keep that one. So what's everybody been up until? Anybody find anything good? About roll hunts? Find any Wheaties? It's contact. I thought there was something going on with that nickel. So what time is it? 7:37. Got 6 more rows of nickels left. I may tell them order me a box of nickels for next week. I don't know. 69S. I do keep the S ones, even though they're in terrible shape on the back. They did business strikes on S's through 70. I don't know why I want to keep the S's. Oh, we got a piece. And it's Denver. Second one of those. Usually I find more of those than I do anything else. That is a contact mark. Mush that M down. I'll be posting some more videos this week, some more shorts. May combine some shorts into like 5-minute videos or something like that. That way I can put them on other platforms. So I do have a TikTok, and there's another one, but I can't get the videos to upload. I'm gonna have to figure out how to upload those because they use Power Director to combine videos into one video. 2D. You want to find a high D. You'll be right across from the 5 on a 75 Denver. Yeah, we got another Pacific. There are some die chips on this big tree, but I have yet to find one. They occur in these branches down here, but I have yet to find one. I saw a photo someplace on one. Okay, I'm not keeping 64s. Denver. I'm probably get a video of mixing deck here soon, so I can have a camera pointing down to the table. There's some software you can get. That way I can run the cell phone through it. I can run, that looks like that may be an RPM. No, it's not. So that way I can have a camera looking down the table, the cell phone looking at the video screen. That's what I'm using. And you can see what I'm doing. I've had a long day. Learn how to draw walls in Revit. Okay, next 3 rows. I'm trying to get all the rows from this table. We got one that's taped. Also, another one that was cracked. That's okay. Now I have to open that one up. And we got a 64 ender on that tape roll. There we go. No silver. You can edge hunt silver nickels. It's easier on dimes. It really is. Because sometimes a dirty nickel could look like a silver nickel. That's happened to me before. 64 Denver. Yep, I called it. 85, that was tore up. I haven't really found a good strong beehive in a long time. Not a, well, a couple weeks ago I think I did. I've had nothing really massive. So a few I did a bit on eBay, but I got outbidded. That deal got wiped off. Those coin machines do a number to these. They tear up coins all the time. I'm up to 5 likes. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd like to thank all the new subscribers. As soon as I find my silver bag, we will be doing a live giveaway for the channel. I haven't checked my safe yet. I think I may have put the silver back up in the safe. I found my 10,000 rounds of silver. Starting in 1990, they started putting the dies, the mint mark into the dies. For that, they used to hand stamp them. So I get RPMs from 89 on back. I really want a full box of 24 Philadelphia pennies from where the bank gets their money from. Because that's where the double dies are at on those. I've been found in my state, Atlanta, South Carolina. I think now Alabama's have found a few. I think a few have been found in Mississippi. That is more now. 70 Denver, and that's not a bad looking coin for 70, but see what the reverse looks like. Ew, it's bad. No steps whatsoever. And it's funny how that is. Now, sometimes you can get lucky. You get a nickel from the 70s or 80s that had been in the album. People sell their coin collections to a coin store and they just take those coins, they just dump them back into circulation. So sometimes you get coins that way that are really, really nice from the 80s and 70s. Well, we got a 57. And it's a Philly. Try to remember the mintage on those. So we got 4 pre-60 coins. 161. Is that a die chip there? Oh no. Oh, there's something that fell off. Now known as the John F. Kennedy $50. What year is it? Because if you look between the tail feathers and the right ring of the initials, if it's gone, you got an error coin. There's a nice beehive starting out. Nice class 1. FS beehive going on right there by the initials. I'm currently working on completing books by buying mint sets from the local stores versus buying them on Whatnot. Sometimes you get lucky on Whatnot, but you may pay $9 in shipping. You might get a set for $3. That's $12. I could get two mint sets for $12. Actually, I got 4 mint sets last weekend for $22. 83 Philly. You look at the steps there. So definitely keep that one.
Hey, it's ready.
It says 65 minutes for the oven.
I did it in the microwave.
Oh, I thought you heated up the oven.
Yeah, for the potatoes.
Oh, okay. All right, when I get ready. Thank you. Let's not cook supper. I've completed the Ike book. One of the coins that should be in the book is actually an integrated slab. A 40% Ike right now is worth about $6 in silver value. That's a big coin that have 40% silver. The silver nickel is about $2 and some change. Dimes are $3 and some change. Your quarters are $8. So I'll dot it between the E and the R on that one. Your big Morgan dollars, peace dollars, flowing here dollars, all those are about $35 melt value right now. Die deterioration, our machine strike doubling. Criminalist dies, who knows what causes that? 64. They made billions of 64 nickels and pennies. Now, listen to this. I found this out from somebody else. He was talking about on his live feed one Sunday morning. They were talking about the meaning of 65 quarters. Even though they still had tons of silver planchets for quarters, they kept producing 64 quarters instead of using them on 65s and running it out and going to the clads. Well, I wish it would have done the SMS sets in silver for the quarters, because it's too expensive to melt them back down to reuse them. Since I have a voicemail, sorry. I don't know who that was either. I'll check it out later. No, it's not the office. It has a ballot number. So basically what I'm doing is I hunt these and put them on my table, and then I get a nice little pile, scrape them off and put it into my bucket and take back to the bank every Friday. What's funny, all the tellers at the bank, because they do remote tellers now, I know what I do. They asked me, have you found anything good lately? I asked them, have you found anything good lately? Thank you for 6 likes. I'm trying to start selling coins and whatnot on Tuesday nights. I can print all the labels out one night. It gives me a couple days to get them all, everything packaged up and shipped off. There's a little bit of toning going on in that nickel. A little slight hinge of yellow. Shows me that was probably sitting in somebody's car. Probably got a little on the hot side. Whoa. We got ourselves another dryer coin. So basically, or something spun around this thing, wore it out on this side. You can see the scratch marks. And just enough on this side. I'm starting to collect these. These things are so cool looking. Not gonna get a date off of this. Just slightly thinner than the rest of the nickel. So look at the swirl pattern. Look, it spun around like that in one spot. Is somebody did this on purpose, or so that's the second one I found this hunt. See, I don't know if you call me at 8 o'clock at night here in Baton Rouge. It wasn't my little sister because it comes up with her name on there. But with this way, I'm going to be done by about 8:30ish. But the other two, the last two, oh, we got a third 24 Denver. That's cool. Die chip between the E and the R, but this is so dirty. I'm not going to keep this one. I'm telling you, I find those all the time. I got enough of them of that same size die chip. So they're trying to figure out how to organize the photos on a website. I don't want to do it by year, but early stage beehive right there. See some raised metal going on. No, it wasn't my brother because I got his name in there. This is my ex calling me. She got a new phone number. Denver, no speared bison. There's 4 of those now for this hunt. Seven likes, thank you. 3 people, okay. One of those is me on my YouTube channel, so I can monitor. Hey, Dirty Waters. Welcome in, CDG. Out in the mystery pool. If y'all want to watch somebody with good finds on almost any coin, Cody Water Coin Collectibles in the house. That man has a knack of finding some cool things on coins all the time. The die chip for the Vermont State Park, National Park. It's a die chip on the branch. He calls it the broken branch. I'm doing good. I'm just trying to finish up these 9 rows of nickels here. I've got silver the other night. Was it Monday night or Tuesday? Monday night. Let's see, where is that at? Where is that silver coin at? I had it out last. Let's see. Oh, there it is. This is the next coin down in the tube. This popped out of roll 3, 42, with a nice giant S mint mark on there, and I'm seeing what looks like maybe a little die crack running right between there. Just not noticing that little die crack right there. So that makes 2 silvers and nickel hunts so far in a row. Customer wrapped. I keep getting the ones from the bank and not getting those silver out of those. Maybe again a customer wrap or in pocket change. Trying to get this done as soon as possible because my supper is ready. Did you get anything out? Did you get anything? All I do for the henning. That was 4.1 grams, so I know it's not a henning. That one's just speed up 82. Didn't you buy a henny and then you found that one was a couple weeks ago? Did you get anything good out of that mystery pool? Oh, okay. I thought you bought one. I don't know what makes me thinking of that. Also, for this time, I got 324 Denvers out of these customer wrap rolls. Oh, look, a 47. Oh, okay, I thought you did. 47 Denver. I gotta get another tube. Yeah, I imagine it did. You know, on a 24 Philly, I have found 6 of those coins so far. I got a 7 I think it actually may be machine doubling. It's crazy how much a counterfeit nickel coin sells for. It's one that nobody gets mad about. Look, this is your normal nickel tube. That's all 24 Denvers. I bought these tubes by accident, and they're actually taller. So I'm using these for my hunts. '84, that's polished up. It's not finding any crud yet on any nickels. I've got one. Hold on, where is it? I do look for them. I gotta find that one. God dog it. And it's not listed. See, I found this one in the last nickel hunt. 42p silver. And the last, ooh, and the last, and then I found this one before that one. Where is that nickel at? God dog it. It's an unlisted, but I think it's a double die. I don't know what I did with it. I wanted you to look at it. I do check for doubling. It's hard for me with those columns. I got it someplace around here. I don't know what I did with it. Yeah, I'll look all the time. I know it's not on 2017, because I did bring up that guy's. I got that guy's webpage brought up. I'm hoping to find a 2017 double die that he can list as a new one. I do look for the die clashing. I know about the line going across the nose and all that. I do look for that. Now, I have so many custom wrapped pennies that last week I just asked for like 20 rows of nickels. So this is the last of those nickels. '63 Philly. Now, before I look at the scope, I do flip the coin around and I look for any cuts that might show up that are noticeable. So I flip them before I put them underneath the scope. And I just use the scope to kind of verify. Well, I did a mystery pull tonight. I only did 10 coins that got involved in the game. I don't know if you saw that or not. 70 Denver. So I got 6 extra coins on $20, so that ain't bad. I think the first one you put out was Sacagawea for me. See, here's where I get confused at on these columns. Because sometimes these lines are gone. I do know to look up in here, here, and here. I've got one, it's got a line going across here I wanted you to look at, but I can't find it. I got it in a flip. Wait. Nope, it's not there. I got it in a flip someplace. Let's see. Come on here or something. If you was on earlier, I had not found a good massive beehive yet in a long, long time. I've been picking up every time I go live. I've been picking up one to two new subscribers each night. Going live has helped me really get. Is what got me past 1,000. Doing live hunts. Now look at that die crack. There's a nice die crack for you. Across these steps. Stopping somewhere right up in here. And we got a beehive by the FS. So yeah, that's a nice die crack right there. That's the big one I found so far. I got one of it, not as big, but I got another one similar to that I found Monday night. I'm always checking the letters. I know Denver's pretty good on quality control, but you never know what you're going to find. I need to back check all my 2005 nickels I've got rolled up for die chips in the between the E and the R. It never occurred to me to look for them on those. Now, I'm selling coins tomorrow night on Whatnot, so my video wrap-ups on the penny and nickels will probably be done Saturday morning. There we go. Oh, man. What is that? Is that junk or is that a die chip between on that B? I hate doing this. Got a die chip right there. What? Oh, is that a die chip or is that just dirt? Looks like it's just dirt. Yeah, it's dirt. But we got the die chip right there. I don't know if I have a die chip on the E and the R on the 2006. Yeah, there's a die chip between the E and the R. Okay, we got two more left, and we got three more rows left, and I get to go eat supper. And watch SWAT on Netflix. One day I'm going to do this. I'm going to go activate Discord, go live on that while I'm hunting live on YouTube. But I don't think YouTube will allow that if y'all start talking to me. I think, it's the problem. Hey, Otis. I did find Canadian nickel in these rolls. That was pretty cool too, Monday night. Tell you what, I sold some BU rolls on eBay on 24 Denvers. I lost money on that deal, but I now know what to charge for it, so I won't lose money. Nasty. $66. Checking the rim out. That is not an SMS. The rims are evenly done, and this is a little bit thinner here, and it's thicker down there. So that's not SMS. So first, that's what I thought. That's what it was. Now, if I get a box next weekend, that's gonna be a fun night. This one's all chewed up. Now I have money in that account to pull, pay for $100 worth of nickels. Unless something comes up. 95. It's a shame these nickels don't, the design on the nickels don't last as long as they should. Yeah, it's a Philly struck. That almost looks like it's full steps. The contact marks, that is a full step. Look at the hits right there. There's a hit on the side too. Got hits all along here. They may overlook these. This is probably 5 full steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is a 5 full stepper. Hey, 44. Welcome in. Turn my light back on. (2006) Philly. Got the early stages of making of a beehive right there, or that may be a contact. Looks more like a that's a contact mark. Darn it. Oh, look, got a die chip in the M. Beehive by the FS. Early stage beehive coming off the top of the crown of the building. On the side. But that one over on the left side is a contact mark. Oh, look, die chip in the S. That's a keeper. Once you got these things photographed, eBay's gonna get lit up with a bunch of nickels for sale, let me tell you. A bunch of nickels. I almost had 2 Cheerio pennies off of eBay, but I got outbid again. Die shipping at 16. Well, when you find, I haven't found any 2009s this week. When you get the second lowest mintage, here's a nice little die chip between the E and the R. About 50% coverage. Whoa, we got a class 2 beehive at the beginning of a class 3. And we got a small beehive on the inside hallway. There we go. So for me, a class 1 is this first one. Class 2's here. You got the class 3 coming off of this, and you can see where it's going to eventually come over here. You got the little small one right there. That's what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, that's got a little dirt on there, but yeah, that is it. That's a nice one. Every now and then I get some nice ones like that. I saw a triple one on one side of the building on eBay, and it went for like $75. It had all 3 of them on there. Oh, look at that dye deterioration. It was massive. Massive triple beehive on one side. Should take pictures of that one. Screenshots. Imagine I might, when did I see that one? Was it in July or? Okay. This is out of a mint set, y'all. Pretty sure of it. Let me see. Because you got most of the steps. This is out of an album. This is an album coin. It probably was put a pocket change and put into one of the cheap albums. Wait a minute. That's not right. That is not right. Where's 83? We got a mint error here, y'all. There is no line connecting that roof edge right below the dome. You can make out part of the detail right here. This line is completely gone. Get a newer one. It should look like that. That area does not match up. This is an overpolished die that struck this coin. That's what stay with me. Nine likes 3 people. Yay. I'm getting hungry. My stomach's raw. I left my drink in my bedroom. So as soon as I get done with these, I'm eating supper. I got about 8 more episodes of SWAT to watch. SWAT. think Dirty Water needs to go live. Do a live hunt one night. I'd definitely drop in on that action. Got a little die crack right there from the base of the building to the rim. Not as massive as the other one. And looks like we got doubling on the columns in the back. On both sides. This is a 2014 failure. I have to look at that later. Trying to get done before 9 o'clock tonight. Big die chip between the E and the R. Extra thick lettering. We got beginning of the die deterioration on those numbers. Guy at local coin store has been teaching me about die deterioration, showing me good examples that he's acquired over the years. Because he will show you what this font's supposed to look like on the coins. He's when I bought that barber dime with the die clash on there, he didn't realize it was there. It looked like the obverse was correct. I mean, the reverse was correct. But it looked like the obverse got struck. They tried to clean it off and missed some stuff. Changed the reverse die out. Left the original obverse die in the machine. And left some telltale signs of die clashing. It was a 180-degree die rotation on that die clash. There we go, nice little beehive starting off right there. So those are the cool ones to find. Because if you follow that arc, I mean, that's contact damage, but that's raised metal. It's going to end up somewhere down here, but when this comes to here and falls off, there's going to be one solid piece. No, it was, that was a 225 number. I tried to call it. Okay, this nickel roll is overstuffed. We've got 2 extra nickels in this roll. $78. It's amazing how the 70 nickels start to look like the 50s and 60s and 40 nickels. We got some machine doubling going on, or a loose die, whatever, on the reverse. Got one person left. Thank you for 9 likes. I don't know if I picked up any new subs yet. I wouldn't know anything in the stream tonight. I want to save up money and get a box of quarters. I have not done a box of quarters. I've done $50 once. Never again. As you check with with the teller, see what they got in their drawer. That's how I get my silver. At face value. Where's the date? 93. This is dirty. Y'all show I got purple gloves on. You can see the dirt coming off these coins. I watched a manager one time. It's been years ago. And us at another McDonald's that I didn't work at, handle money and go back on grill and started dressing burgers and stuff. I called him out on that. I said, dude, you need to wash your hands. I told the person on the box, I said, don't wrap that, you gotta throw all that food away. Man didn't know wash his hands. He was like, you can't tell me what this is. Yes, I can tell you. I'm a customer. I said, you are supposed to wash your hands after handling money. That is procedure. Oh, look. We got a dirty 24 Denver. This is number 4 on the board. 2005, West Virginia, Denver. One day I'm going to find that spirit bison. One day. And he told me to get it out. I said, okay. He didn't know I worked for McDonald's. This was I was working at a road called Jones Creek. We called it the Jones Creek McDonald's because of the creek name. And I knew who the manager was. Got his name and all that. I was making biscuits in the John Paluzzo. Came in. The owner at the time who owned the McDonald's. I told him what happened. I said, here's his name. I said, he went back there, did not wash his hands. I said, he was slapping meat on the grill, dressing burgers and Big Macs off the tenderloin stations before we had staging. And come to find out, they ended up taking away his manager position. He got demoted back down to crew. He was not a happy person with me. So yeah, that's been, oh God, that's 92. We had just started doing staging. McDonald's just started doing staging that year. Here in Baton Rouge. Now the staging is killed the fast food business. When I started working, we was getting cars out every 15 seconds out of drive-through. Now it's like a 5-10 minute wait. How's that supposed to be fast when you go sit there and wait 10 minutes? All right, McDonald's corporate. I said, look, your staging doesn't work. We're waiting 10-15 minutes in line. Then now you got this kiosk. I hate the kiosk to order because you don't clean them. I walked into one, it was dirty. I got my car and I went through the drive-through. Or my food. In 2006, beginning of the new modern version of the Jefferson nickel. What they did, I figured it out. They tightened up the design and made it more equal. If you go through your years of the early Jefferson nickels on the memorial cents, you'll see these bases are a little bit closer to the rims, and sometimes they're slightly off-centered. Depends on how they made the dies, the relief dies and all that. Sometimes you can see where they're slightly off-centered. And it's not the strike, it's just how they were made. That'd be a good book to write. The History of the Jefferson Nickel. Imagine the mint. Halfway through the year, you're making Buffalo nickels, and all of a sudden you got to start making Jefferson nickels. I had to drive the employees up the wall for that. But you got the same thing with the Indian head cents. First few months, you produced the Indian head cents in 1909, and they started doing the Lincoln cents. So, yeah. My uncle, who I miss dearly, state trooper, little small rural town in Alabama, is where he's from. His daddy was a preacher man. And Uncle Bill would save his money up, do chores when he was a kid, and he would pull the Morgan dollars out of the collection plate. And I think at one point he had 250. Now, when he passed away, my cousin sold them all to a dealer. And there were some in there that were Jim B. used that were worth a lot more back then than what he got paid for. Because we had them appraised. I don't know what happened to the appraisal paper. A local shop here in Baton Rouge. The guy at the end appraised it at probably in 82, 83, at about $8,000. The dealer where he sold them to paid him $1,500. 64. The only reason why I look at the 64s, I look for the RPMs with the horizontal D. And that's not, maybe, I'll put that off the side and investigate that further. Only that's it, but it sure did look like one. That one's definitely not one. Nice, clean D mint mark on that one. Here was ammo bins they used in the military. Here's an MP. So he kept one of those ammo bins just full of Morgan dollars. I want to say about 250 of them. I mean, a lot were from the early 1900s and the 2021s. We had some going back into the 1800s. There's a little die chip between the E and the R. Not a big die chip, but it is a die chip. Then we got a die crack between the base. On the base, it actually goes into the base, across the steps, stops right there. Yeah, let me get my magic wand out. I think y'all can see that. Let me raise up a little bit more. There we go. Now I can see it. I got a bar holding the phone. Going right through there. So let's go check the other side. Nope. Or I have to spend a Sunday just to listen to these coins on eBay. I actually need to log into my account on the computer if I'm going to do that. Because I can actually take photos of this computer screen with the app that comes with Windows. That's all nice and mushy. Wonder if there's any value on the washer coin. They're cool to find. If you spin them just right, if they spin around flat and you get the high point on both sides, they'll spin like a top. It will spin like a top. Kill boat. Yeah, it's just die hits there. That ties up the buffalo nickels. Nope. We're going to end this hunt. I'd like to thank everybody that came out tonight. If anybody subscribed, thank you on that. Oh, we got 39. We got a 39. Not the double dive reverse. God dog it. And it's not a henny. Hey Otis. Actually, you're with my computer on here. 5.1 grams is a legit 39. Second year jump. Now the question is this the reverse of 40 or the reverse of 38? That is the question of that one. Nope, it's a Philly. I gotta check the S. The S is what the difference is. PCGS.com. Price guy. Nickel. $39 reverse of 40. So the 39 Philly minute only has a reverse of 40. 38D is reverse. So this is a reverse of 40. There's no reverse of 38 Philly. So, okay, that's done. It's a reverse of 40. Now I know the difference. It's a Denver 38 that has both reverses there. And the S is the reverse of 40. That I did not know about the S. See what happens when you start re-looking up information? I probably just forgot about it. So we got a second year Jefferson nickel, we got a silver nickel, we got a 41, a 47, a 58, and a 57. And 39 is reverse of 40. I say that's a good customer wrap 20-row hunt. Now the D, we will have to look up the pictures for the reverse. There's a die between the E and the R. That's a more common one. I see that one more often than any other one on the 16. Is that one little? I'll probably get about 20 of them nickels. Well, we're almost done with this hunt. An hour and a half, not bad for 9 rows of nickels. Whoa, look at the die chips on here. Got the ER, top of the T, and then actually got 2 die chips on that one. Inside the Y and the T. Not bad. Last nickel. And now I'll be stopping this hunt for tonight. Thank y'all who came out. If you subscribed, thank you. You popped in and out just long enough to see what was going on. I thank you for that also. Comments do help the channel grow. Hitting the like button does help too. And gets me more of my videos out into circulation on YouTube. So, as soon as I find my grams of silver, we'll be doing that giveaway for the channel. Don't know when that's going to happen. But I just go buy some. So everybody, y'all have a good evening. I'm ready to go eat some supper and watch. And I then plug my phone up so the batteries get low anyway. So thank you everybody. Y'all have a good evening. And remember, check both sides of the coins. You never know what you're going to find.